Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. You get to pick your own subject matter which you would like your reading based on. You can watch one or all of them. We have the 7th house. This is the area of your life that is about long-term significant partners, romantic, business, or family. Number 2 is the 12th house. This is the area of your life that is overwhelming. You yield to a greater cause or power. The cosmos, spirituality, what affects you emotionally on like a cosmic scale, what sways you, what moves you, things of that nature. And oops, I hit the tripod. And number 3 is the 8th house. I love dealing with houses because they're so impactful in different ways. This transformational area of your life is about shared resources and intense emotions. So it could be somebody that you really want to connect with. If you're in a marriage or relationship, within the family household, whatever it is. But it's all of those things, intense emotions and things that affect our lives and big decisions, things of that nature. So I'll let you make your choice. And again, you feel free to watch all 3 if you want information on all of them. And while you're doing that, don't forget to hit like or subscribe if you haven't yet and you watch my videos and you like them. I noticed I was watching some of my faves the other day and I hadn't smashed the like or subscribe button. It's like one of those things where I would just pull them up and notice, but I was like, hey, this is one of your favorite people, so why aren't you doing that? So what I'm going to do too, after a couple of oracle cards, I'm going to fan out my beautiful Paulina deck, and we're going to choose from some tarot as well. So I have that at the ready. Okay, let's begin. I'm going to take a breath because as I get excited, I get faster and faster. And quick update too, over on Instagram, I'm going to post the new reading specials that I do. Lots of times I develop spreads and they're usually between 20 and 30 minutes. And they're individual private spreads for each person that orders them. And they're only $25. I like them because I feel like it helps people get a decisive idea. Oh, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Yeah, because some people, like, I'm not really sure what I want. I don't really, I'm not sure how many questions can I ask for this and that. And, I have a big menu to choose from over underneath the links. But sometimes it's nice to see everything right before you and then you don't get decision overload. You're like, that's exactly what I want to know about my soulmate journey or my past life. So thank you guys, all you wonderful souls that have ordered those and all your great feedback. I really, really appreciate it. So let's start with number 1, this area of your life about long-term significant partners, romantic, business, and family. I can't stop hitting the tripod for some reason. I'm going to start with 2 tarot. I'm going to slow my roll because I get really excited and I start babbling away and I want to take it easy. So I'm going to pull 1 of these and 1 of these, and we're going to see the energy that's coming in with this. Strong Leo energy, which is fiery. I love this because when we're dealing with any of this kind of energy, and this will be your response and how you're feeling, the energy will be really flamboyant, dramatic, proud, passionate. It's going to focus on the importance of self-belief. I love this so much for you because I feel like a lot of you are stepping into this. Look at this with the Queen of Swords. This is decisive, strong, action-orientated behaviors. Like you're not, well, one day I'll do this, or maybe if they do this, I'll do this. This isn't any kind of second guessing. This isn't any kind of wishy-washy. This is, no, you know what? This is going to be good for me. I'm going to do it. A lot of you guys are embarking on new exercise regimes. A lot of you guys are embarking on, oh my God, my cat's just curled up together on my lap. It's so cute. Are embarking on new businesses, new channels, TikToks, all kinds of things. And you're probably creating a little bit of, a stir. And what's happening is you have really good ideas and you're acting on them. You're not like, oh, let me just double check this and, getting perfectionism and all that involved where your ego kind of like will sour the situation because you think it has to be a certain way. No, thank you, ma'am. You are just right on this. You know what? I have this good idea. I'm going to do it right now. This actually happened to me today and helped me a lot. I was in the craft store and I thought, I really need a really long, almost like garden box. It's like 3 or 4 feet long, and what I do with those, it helps me separate and organize my tarot cards. It's like a beautiful shelving system for it. And I was just in there, I walked by this specific perfect thing, and I almost talked myself out of it going, well, it's going to be cumbersome, you have to carry it around the store. And I was like, get it last and go directly out to your car after you get it. This quick decisive thinking that says, yes, I can do this, I should be doing this, and not second guessing myself and talking myself out of it, right? Just going for it. So I feel like you're going to have a lot of that smart energy that helps you, and again, be really impassioned. And I feel like Somebody is ready to commit as well with that Leo card. The Devil, you breaking free of old habits, like habitual things that you feel chained to. It can be going to the refrigerator when you feel anxiety and overeating, trolling somebody, seeing what they're up to, exes and whatnot. You're going to be able to release that and let go of that now, because you're like, you know what, that gets me nowhere. It's futile. I get frustrated. I feel, not so great about myself when I do that, because I know it's a waste of time and it's a waste of my resources. So I'm just going to remove myself from those behaviors. Good for you, because you're ready for a change and to enrich your life. Four of Wands, beautiful. This is great social energy. So wherever you go, watch out for the potential to meet your soulmate and your forever person, because when you get all of this kind of energy together, it's the alchemy of drawing in love and magnetizing it. And also, I feel like right now, if your soulmate is kind of like in the periphery and there's been blockages or problems, or you've just, been doubtful, or you're just feeling low, like a low in spirit, every once in a while, I get these weird things. And comment down below if you're just like sitting in your car waiting for somebody at a stoplight, this weird kind of like melancholy can wash over you. And I honestly, I don't know where it comes from, other than just maybe a thought or two that pop in. And oftentimes our ego will always tell us we're not doing enough, but it'll tell us other people are having such a greater time than us. Oh, everybody's in love, everybody's going on vacation, everybody's doing this. It's simply not true. We all go through ebbs and flows where we have enjoyment and we have leisure time and we have beach time and rich friendship and relationships. And then we have times where we're settled into that and it's not as fresh or exciting, but then we embark on something else. But wherever we are in that journey in our cycle, we have to remember that new beautiful gift is on the horizon. And when we think like that, we can snap out of that melancholia or that kind of, I don't like when I'm set adrift like that. And all of a sudden I just feel of lower spirits. And I'm like, where did that come from? Oftentimes it can be loss of a family member, because I'd be like, my mother would love this if she saw this, or my dad would be digging this golf club, or any little thing. And if we don't recognize it and kind of pay attention to it, it can stick with us. So let's just say, okay, that's not making me feel great, so I'm going to think of something different, right? And that's what you're going to be able to do, and pull in beautiful social energy, call in and magnetize good friends, you being on the lookout for any of these behaviors, overindulging in stuff that just doesn't help you. And it's usually things, over drinking, getting high too much, overindulging in food, alcohol, too much TV, anything that just kind of makes us go, oh man, why am I doing that, right? And fresher fields are new for you right here, but a great sense of empowerment and pushing forward with this. Just really great, rich relationships, which I love for you, because again, your energy is, you're bolstered, you're on fire, you're feeling good. You really feel like you're ready for this. So your seventh house really is, this is like impeccable friendships and relationships coming in, because you're realizing I only want long-term people in my life if they are laid back, happy, cheerful, have a sense of gratitude and abundance in the world. They make me laugh. They're authentic. It's not some hardship, to go through life with them, and they treat you beautifully. So a lot of you in business too are going to start to get on really well with people, have more compassion for the people that are a little mean-spirited at times. You're going to be like, well, how would that be to go through life like that? And when you get this new perspective, it's going to make you more peaceful, and it's going to take away resentment and anger from that person and replace it with, is there something I could do to help this person, or should I simply kind of like skirt the boundaries of their existence because I don't want to, deal with this energy? But you're going to be just doing so beautifully socially that you're going to feel great about who you are and what you're doing, Group 1. I love that energy for you so much. Just a time of like, just reconnoitering and being like, you know what, this makes me feel good, so I'm going for it, or this doesn't, so I won't. So I just want to pull these out and then have focus on them. I have turquoise for our protection and citrine for abundance and joy. And again, you guys, anything you see me wearing or using on camera, if I don't have it listed in my Etsy store, just DM me on IG and be like, oh Mel, I saw like this double layered citrine necklace. Do you have that? Because I'll get messages all over the place on weird places, TikTok and other places, asking me things about something they've seen on set. And I'm like, yeah, so I'll always be able to answer you over on IG. in the DMs. So that's you, group one, beautiful energy. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'd love a like and subscribe if you're digging what you see. I'm going to be coming out with new videos every other day. I decided that's a nice rhythm because over on my other channel, SparKrist Inspiration, I do a daily pop every day. So I kind of want to have these larger ones be every day so they're more plentiful for you. And you guys support me, and you know, I just love you so much and your beautiful feedback. And I read all the comments. I know I've had a hard time getting to them because I feel like there's a lot on my plate with Hagen's volleyball season and just driving all over the place. But I read them, and you know what? They mean the world to me, and you guys are amazing. Your growth is fantastic. Your new understanding, you're reaching for tools and resources that help you, which is so beautiful. So you guys, that's you. We're going to go on to number 2. I'm going to have a quick sip of water. We're going to see what's going on with your 12th house. And I'll explain a little more in depth what this means because it does seem a little hocus pocus. I get so thirsty when I'm talking. So your 12th house, you guys, you know what? It's your area of life that is overwhelming. That's the big picture. It's, you know, it can be past lives, connections with people, ethereal ties, the cosmos, this greater cause, the thing that you feel where you're interconnected, but you know is larger than you and helps you. This is divine presence. This is angelic presence, all kinds of things. So let's see what's taking place for you within that. I feel compelled to just grab this end card right here. 6 of Swords. Nice balance, good ideas. New perspective, very important, because I feel like a lot of you guys are building a rapport with your guides and your higher inner self, your higher inner voice and your intuition. And what happens when we do this is, I want to pull one of these too. Oh, wow. No joke, huh? The moon, your unconscious, sensitive inner emotions and responses. You're going to pay more attention to this. And whenever we do this, I am telling you, life becomes so much more refined, simple, and streamlined, because ego is pretty much the opposite of our intuition. The ego is going, how can I look great? How can I, you know, seem important? Blah, 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 blah. It goes on and on. It's all those lower vibrational things that we don't. Not that ego doesn't help to kind of like push us sometimes along to attain certain goals, but then we have to be, then we tap into our intuition that says we're doing it for the right reasons, to help the collective, to help our family, so on and so forth. It's not self-aggrandizement. It's about how to, just say it's your house. How do I furbish my house beautifully, right? How do I provide for my family, so on and so forth? How do I gain a good reputation by being, you know, a reputable business person, an ethical person, so on and so forth, right? And I feel like that you're going to be really sensitive to that. So plug in and listen. When your gut says, oh no, this person, this person's energy is off. I don't care how kind of like, sticky, sweet, or nice they seem, and sometimes that can be the thing that you catch on to right away. Somebody being overtly nice because they want something from you, right? This is really going to stand out. Also, good energy of things pulling you in, going, wow, I feel really good about this. I should start this. I should begin this process. For me, it was meditation when I was listening to Marissa Peers, and she was talking about quiet hypnotic like suggestion, and it's the simplest thing. You just close your eyes. You look up and you say certain things to yourself. You affirm the things you want to become, and you want to empower yourself in your life. It's as simple as saying, I am strong, I am confident, I am, you know, I'm excellent at what I do, I'm resourceful, so on and so forth. And you start to build that within you, and then you have this inner strength and you tap into it, because now your subconscious is filled with that implant that yes, you're capable, yes, you're strong, yes, you have what it takes. And now you move in that arena, as opposed to, you know, fear and isolation and all those things that come about when we feel we're not connected to anything. This is you feeling truly connected in a beautiful way. And also, I love this. It's a new perspective. Oftentimes, I have the best days if somebody, it can be someone just beeping. Like today, I came out of Michael's. I was less than a foot away from this car, just stepping out of the door, and the person behind her was just getting out, letting someone out of their car and blocking her for, it would have been 30 seconds. And she laid on the horn, and I was so close to her car, I almost jumped out of my skin. And that was the first time I was like ready to give the dead stare and go, what the hell? You know, like be aware of your surroundings and other people, because I don't like loud noises. It startled me. But then what I did was I took a deep breath, and I thought, you know, she's probably looking in her rearview mirror, seeing the car. She probably doesn't know I'm 1 second away from her, 1 foot away from her. She could be on her way to the hospital. She could be late for an appointment. So her inconsideration doesn't have to ruin my mood or get me agitated or get me into an argument with somebody, right? And I don't think I'm never one to engage like publicly. If somebody just does something that's super annoying or whatever, I will try to mollify and quiet down the situation. You know, if people are being agitated in the post office or fighting, you know, using humor or something like that with them. But I'm not one to rebuke. I don't react to that kind of thing, because it doesn't get us anywhere. And that's what you're going to be doing, going, hey, if I say this to that person, are they going to get riled, and this is going to be a big to-do, and then everybody's energy is going to be askew, and then there'll be hostility, especially in work. I mean, that is not a good place to get embroiled in a hullabaloo and get people like, where you're agitated, and then that when you know you wake up the next day, you're like, oh great, now today I have to deal with Frank and or Eileen, and I called them this, or I insinuated this. You know, it's like you're just being released from that. You're looking from a new perspective too, and also the perspective of, this is going to turn out well for me. I'm going to have what I need. I'm going to have all my resources. I'm going to feel abundant. I have gratitude for what I'm doing, and that's huge too. And intuition does that for us. Intuition says, of course you can have what you want. Let's pull another card for you. Again, wow, this is crazy. You are going to be going through a more enriched spiritual awakening. I feel like you're already in the progression of that. But this is new understandings and insights of why certain things work for you and why certain things don't. Everything is energy, right? So when we're in certain places, it can drain our energy. When we do certain things that aren't true to us or we don't love it, it can drain our energy. People are huge on that. I mean, it's unfortunate, but there's a lot of energy vampires, and they're kind of almost like parasitic on our vibration, and they just kind of, they pull on it. And I'm like that around chronic whiners or victim mentality people. I have a very short fuse for that. And comment down below if you're around people like that sometimes and it does agitate you. All of a sudden you feel tired and or agitated, because you're like, is that how you really want to live your life? Everybody's out to get you? Because what happens in the world doesn't happen to us. It happens around us. We can participate or not. We can focus on that or not. It's like, let's get in our lane, our happy lane. And that's what you're realizing with your new awakening. Where my focus and attention goes is where my results are. So I want to be focused on all the beauty and the magic and the love and the people and the animals and the fun stuff and the artistry in the world. And because of that, you're invoking this new kind of sunny disposition, really relaxed kind of component to your personality. I've really tapped into this the last few days through that kind of quiet hypnotic suggestion, like you're in a good mood. My biggest thing is my combativeness with time. I have this weird thing. If I look at the clock and I have to be somewhere, I get like agitated. So I'm always saying you have all the time in the world. You don't have to hurry. You don't have to rush. And I allow for that extra time in traffic somewhere else, so I'm not hurried. For instance, like Ian wants to go for a walk when he gets home, and I realized, oh, I really wanted to tape. So I was like, well, make sure that you start an hour early so everything is uploaded the way you want and you don't feel like you're going from event to event. Leave space in between. You will feel really good. And then you'll have more moments like this for awakening and things like, I get that. A good stone for that too is turquoise. I feel like turquoise is wonderful for that. Like, I feel very alert to options and opportunities when I'm wearing turquoise. It's just one of those stones. So this new awakening is going to empower you really beautifully, group 2. I love that for you. So again, if you're new to my channel, welcome you guys. I would love a like and a subscribe if you like what you're hearing. All my links are down below. I'd love for you to come over and see me too. I'm on TikTok, Melanie Williams 616, and I post like 2 or 3 reads a day over there. And then on Instagram, I do daily posts on everything tarot related, spiritual, fun things, contests, jewelry, all kinds of fun things. And I always give my IG people like huge discounts on my jewelry as well. So come on over there and let me show you what's going on. So that's you, beautiful energy, you guys. Really excited about that. I am going to have a quick sip, and then we're going to see what's going on in your 8th house. I love this because this is really, a transformational area of your life, because when we share our resources and we have intense connections and emotions to people, we gather kind of as a beautiful consciousness, a group. We trust one another. We instill not only our trust, but we have somebody to kind of like cohabitate in this beautiful world of resources and shared resources. So sip of water, and then we're going to see what's going on. This also can do with great collaborative efforts in business and romance too, because a lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to mix business and pleasure if I like this person, I don't know if I should do a podcast, so on and so forth with them. But what I think is happening now is people are sharing space and resources so much better. You see that? Yeah, the Hermit. I feel like a lot of you guys, you can isolate and want to do what you're doing, but that's great for study. I went on Oh, beautiful. Ah, this is so great. So I'm going to have a pause, but first, let me talk about this Hermit card and why it is so helpful to have these moments. I need deep moments of quiet and study for me to be able to do my craft and get better at it and understand. I need to study. I need to listen to experts. I need to meditate, quiet, be in nature, all of those things. When I don't, things start to, like my grounding starts to evaporate quickly. I lose those little nuances and things that give me the edge as a intuitive tarot reader. Like I will start to speak a little faster. I'll feel rushed. I'll feel like it's hard to put into words, but I'll feel like it's harder to connect with spirit if I'm not tapped in, grounded, rested, and haven't done this. Which every once in a while I'll do that, like every couple of days during a month, I will just push too hard. I won't leave space in between things because as a double fire sign, I'm like, I want to learn, go, go, go. And I get creative overload. I get so excited about my jewelry designs. I get so excited about all the videos across the board that I'm doing. So I'll be just carrying this basket of tools and resources. And everywhere I am, I'm working in my car. And then I'm like, hey, listen, you should just be studying or meditating at these times. And that's what you're going to be doing. You're going to take these moments to get a deeper, richer understanding of things that help you and enforce the things you're trying to learn and your behaviors that you're trying to enforce, right? Better diet, whatever it is. But also, you guys, you are going to get a huge win. But I hear two different spectrums. Love, you're going to have a connection with somebody that is so like-minded with this ace, this one of a kind, this striking gold. A lot of soulmate energy with this person that comes into your life and you work beautifully together. You trust them emphatically, they trust you, and they would never steer you wrong, and you don't mind sharing your resources, your money, moving in together, purchasing a home, purchasing a car together, whatever it is. You can really trust them. So if you've been thinking that and you met somebody and you're now going to pull some resources, you can trust that. If this is your particular grouping, because what happens is our natural ego kicks in and goes, well, what if I do more? What if I'm doing the lion's share? What if they damage this? What if this, it's one of those things of mistrust and lower vibrational thinking, but you're not doing that. You're on a higher vibration because you also have the balance card. Oh, I love this. And let's talk about the Gemini card for a moment. The energy is communicative, it's mischievous, it's lively, witty, informative, stimulating. Exchanges are impossible. So some of you guys, this energy that's involved in this is very well balanced for you guys to communicate beautifully. Listen, if I contribute this, what are you going to contribute? And, if there is a lack or there's a deficit, how are we going to rectify this? Honest communication, because where people get really testy, they get uncertain, they get insecure, it is financial, it is resources. People don't want anything broken, missing, or lack, right? So this is just saying that, listen, when you speak honestly, and nobody's trying to deceive anybody with this kind of energy, so know you can trust them. And for a lot of you, this is a new person coming in and they're like, listen, I would love to collaborate with you, or listen, I would love to be roommates, I would love to do this. You can trust that energy. Some of you guys are going to get a proposal, I feel like within 3 or 4 months too. I keep seeing that. Some of you guys may be mistrusting the energy with this bond that you have with a particular person. I feel like you might have the sense that they're prevaricating or yo-yoing, and that their interest is waning. It's not, but it is about this. It's about sharing resources, and that's where people get a little, gun shy, because they're like, oh man, there's so much that goes into a relationship that is just beyond your feelings and your love for them. Shared resources, people can get testy. They can have heirlooms and all these kind of things, and when they start to think of that, it may seem like they're pulling away from you, but they're not. They're trying to recalibrate what life would be like as a couple, as a married couple, as someone, as people that are living together. But the communication is going to be excellent, and nobody's trying to deceive anybody. And I love this. Let's talk about this ace for a moment, because this is also a beautiful new way of thinking and operating in the world. This is you having clarity, realizing the divine is out there protecting and also guiding you and giving you what you need. Perfect alchemy at the perfect time. So also, I feel like whatever you're doing in collaboration with this other person is going to work out beautifully. Comment down below if you've been thinking about this or contemplating it, because this is you just doing things in beautifully measured steps that help you achieve your goals. You don't need to swallow the golden goose whole. You're just, plucking a feather, having a look at that sort of thing. Like, you know what? Let's get things down on paper. Let's see what it looks like, and kind of just like spitballing and seeing what's going on, and then you getting the answers you need, but brilliant ideas popping up all over the place and how to do things in business, in coupledom, and all of that. I love this energy for you because this is kind of like a fail-safe. You've got everything. You've got your guides helping you, your angelic, your best self, your intuition, them on their highest vibration, everybody working in an honest arena. Really beautiful energy, you guys. Trust in it. Go for it. Communicate. Never, ever feel shy about communicating something that you have a question about when it comes to money, when it comes to shared resources. Hey, if we're doing this, you may have stocks, you may have a property somewhere, you may have something, inherited funds or whatever. It's like, really discuss it because it's important. And I think it's important for a lot of people. They like to say, this is my bank account, this is yours, and then we can also have a shared one. People can be very testing, they can be very territorial about assets and money. So just by being honest, say, I feel better if I have this. I need to know that this is never going to go anyplace. This is very important. It could be a family, cabin, something like that. All kinds of things. So again, you are going to build this beautiful infrastructure within the relationship that works gorgeous, business and personal, and you deserve it, Group 3. So that's you guys, beautiful energy. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, you guys. All my links are down below. Come on over to Instagram too. It's SparKrist SparKrist 11 over there. Yeah, I have all kinds of fun deals and reads and specials for all of you guys. Love and light. Don't forget, click that like button, ask, comment. You guys are just the best. I can't thank you enough for all your support. And I'm really excited. I just got all these great new ideas, like a fresh crop of ideas. I felt like if I kind of got my foot off the gas pedal and just did some more studies and relaxation and took it easy, did my studies, that I would be re-galvanized to do this. And I really definitely feel it because I want all your reads to have the energy and love that you deserve to kind of translate through. And, you guys are just in a beautiful phase and I'm excited for you. So love and light.